Hello, everyone. In this voice recording with a thumbnail as a picture, I'm going to be talking about druidism and the going to be speaking a bit about the tree people and also sacred wisdom of trees. Now, look, trees in nature or anywhere else represent the extremes as well as balance. Look, trees are very merciful, both the female aspect of trees and also the male aspect of trees, the masculine and the feminine. They can be extremely merciful and extremely cruel, depending on the situation. Now, let me explain how trees can be extremely merciful. Well, trees, if you just look at what trees do, they take in all the bad air and they give you oxygen in return. You breathe out as a person or as a animal or anything, you're exhaling carbon dioxide, okay, which is something bad air that is being expelled from your lungs. And that air is that bad air, the trees consume that and they give you oxygen in return. So that's the merciful side of the trees, okay? Now, trees also can have a very cruel side, okay? You see, you hear these stories of cannibalistic trees, shape-shifting themselves into tree demons or tree demonesses and taking revenge and demanding blood sacrifices and all that stuff. Like, for example, the pitcher plant or the Venus flytrap plant. So look, plants and trees have the merciful side, which is taking your bad air, carbon dioxide, and giving you oxygen in return. That's their merciful side. Their cruel side is that they'll just become cannibalistic, or carnivorous, like, for example, the pitcher plant and the Venus flytrap. These plant life live off of insects. There's also human eating trees, man and women eating trees. There's witnesses to that. So look, what does this teach us? That trees can also have a merciful side and a very cruel side in both extremes. And they can also have a balanced side to them. Just like the tree trunk that balances the roots and the leaves that are reaching towards the sun. Now, trees and plants need plenty of sunshine in order to reach their full potential, okay? That's just how trees function. The more sunshine they get, the more merciful possibly these trees would be. Now, trees that don't get enough sunshine, they start to become very cruel. They start to become carnivorous and become kind of blood-sucking trees. So it really depends, okay, what the situation and the environment is. Look, the environment affects the trees, okay? And also, trees do the will of nature, also. If nature demands that the trees do something for the greater good, then yes, the trees will also obey nature's orders, because they're part of nature, right? So, yeah. Now, like I said previously, the trees are sacred in all the cultures all over the world, even all pagan traditions, anywhere. Okay, in any civilization, in Rome, or civilizations that are similar to Rome, in Hinduism, in the Far East, in the Maya, Inca, Aztec areas, Latin America, there's sacred trees everywhere, So, And there's all types of trees that exist. There's the merciful trees, and there's the very cruel trees that they demand, they'll just eat living things. Cannibalistic trees, man-eating trees, women-eating trees, they'll eat anything. They also come to life, transform themselves as some kind of tree demon or tree demoness. So there is that merciful side to them and also a cruel side to them. And trees are also very intelligent. Just because they're standing still doesn't mean they're stupid or lazy. They are intelligent, living beings, okay? And trees demand sunshine. And trees don't like it when it's gloomy, dark, cloudy weather. They prefer to be sunny because trees live off of the sun's energy, also the moon's energy, and trees are not really big fans of cloudy weather. So when people try to genetically engineer the weather into being always rainy and cloudy and gloomy and depressing, because people pump up all kinds of chemicals into the sky to make it artificially rain and artificially snow, then yes, the trees are going to get their revenge in some way or the other, because you're blocking their sunshine, and then they also need the sun, So see, this selfishness of people, as in just because some people think it's too hot for them, so they think that let's block out the sun, but then, nature will get its revenge because there's so many other living things that need the sun to shine brightly. And this also applies to crops and plants. So it's better not to genetically engineer the weather, because if you block out the sun artificially, well, then you're asking for a lot of trouble from the trees. The trees will get their vengeance, It's better to just let them grow to as much as they want and don't block their access to the sun. So that's all I have in this video. You can check out the links in the description box below if you're interested.